Hi guys, today we're going to show you how to pack away all those lonely cables in your room. What you will need are some scissors, an empty shoebox, preferably a long and narrow one, acrylic paint, something to paint on, a permanent marker, and a pencil. So as you can see, we've already pulled all of the sockets out of our plug. Next, you're going to want to grab your shoebox and place the socket inside the shoebox. As you can see, it's not going to fit very well because the cable is going to hang out of the shoebox. So you're going to want to grab your pencil and draw a circle however wide you need to make sure that these wires will come out of the side of the shoebox. So nothing fancy, a simple rugged circle will do. Next we're going to grab your scissors and cut the circle. Once you have cut your hole in the shoebox, you should have this. Next you're going to want to do the same thing for the top of your box, because once your socket is in your shoebox, the plugs are going to come out of the sockets and out through the holes in the lid of your shoebox. So you grab your pencil and draw wherever your plugs would come out of your socket, roughly onto your shoebox. So once again, grab either your scissors and start cutting the circles. So once you have cut all your holes, you need to grab your white paint and paint over the whole shoebox. And painting your shoebox white will then allow the colours you will paint on top of the white to stand out more. So once you have painted your box, don't forget that you don't need to paint the bottom because it's going to be hidden out of sight, and you've painted all the sides. You're going to want to do the same thing but with your lid. Once you have painted your lid and both parts of your box are dry, choose your second colour. We have chosen a light pink composed of a very hot pink and some white, and we mix those together to form a light pink. All you're going to do next is paint your box using this second colour. So this is what it looks like right now. As you can see, we just did a very quick paint over in pink, and we did the same for the lid as well. So we stuffed all the wires in the box. As you can see, it's quite messy in there. So we just pulled the socket through the hole we made on the side, and then we plugged all the plugs into the socket and pulled the wires through the holes. Some of the holes weren't big enough, so we did have to cut this big one out to make it bigger. And as you can see, it reduces the amount of mess in your room, and it's just a nice little box in the corner, and it just makes everything look much more tidy. Now you can just grab your permanent marker again and write labels where your holes are, saying which one each one is. So this would be for the computer, this one for the lamp, so while we were painting the box with our pink colour, I noticed that Hannah had this brown folder in her room and it was completely empty and had nothing in it. So I thought, why don't we spice it up a bit? So we're going to cut teeth marks into the corner of the folder, make it look like chocolate, and with the leftover pink paint we have, because we have too much, we're going to draw a kind of chocolate wrapper. So we're just going to spice this up and make it look like a chocolate bar. You probably can't see, but we drew teeth marks in the folder, and we drew the wrapper mark where we would draw the wrapper onto our folder in pencil. We also drew a second mark for the wrapper because one part of the wrapper we will cover in foil, so real foil, and the second part of the wrapper down here will be in pink. Then we're just going to cut the teeth marks out and hopefully it will look really nice. So we painted our folder where we want the wrapper to be, and now we're going to grab the foil and with our glue stick it to where we want it on our folder. So you're just going to want to rip little pieces off to make it look as scrappy as possible. Grab your glue stick, to put glue on the side of the foil which isn't as shiny, and then just stick it down onto your folder. Repeat this until you have your final effect. Once your foil is stuck on your folder, grab your permanent marker and start drawing the lines of your chocolate across your folder. With your X-Acto knife, if the folder is weak enough, hopefully your X-Acto knife will cut the bite marks out of your folder. Let's see if this works. Thankfully, the X-Acto knife did the job and it cut the teeth marks out for us just like we wanted. Next, grab your permanent marker and write the name of the chocolate brand you want on your wrapper. So we chose Hershey's. So that is your finished product. You just store your papers in there and you're ready to go to school and have the best folder around. Hey! Or you can just keep it at home and just have it on your shelf as just a little decoration to spice your room up. So these are now your finished products. A beautiful folder and a gorgeous box. If you like this video and you like the DIYs, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Bye!